Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, October 8. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller has called on the productive sector to increase its competitiveness to world-class standards.
Being the most productive entity in Jamaica is no longer adequate. We need to benchmark our productivity against world standards. In each area of operation, we must identify and quantify best practices in the world and aspire to match or, better yet, to surpass them.
The Prime Minister was speaking at Monday's launch of National Productivity Awareness Week, being held under the theme Productivity, Pathway to Competitiveness and Growth. Arguing that improved productivity leads to increased standard of living, Mrs. Simpson Miller said her administration was committed to increased training and greater employee inclusion. Education Minister Reverend Ronald Thwaites is calling on school communities across the island to emulate the new community-based bus service that has been introduced to transport students of Homewood Technical High School in Manchester. The minister was speaking Monday at the launch of the bus service in Mandeville.
You are all winners by this new scheme. Out of tragedy, we are going to make something good happen. And so I'm asking everyone to abide by the rules and to make use of these buses.
8 coasters and 2 larger buses got the new service off to a start on the Mandeville to Christiana leg. Homewood Technical Principal Paul Bailey says a full fleet of 19 buses is being targeted to transport about 800 students. In the meantime, the Jamaica Urban Transit Company will extend by 1 week the interim bus service it started on the route following the October 25 crash that killed 4 Homewood Tech students and injured others who were traveling in 2 minibuses. The extension is to facilitate students traveling from Mandeville to Christiana High School until the school establishes its own private transport arrangement. Local Government and Community Development Minister Noel Arscott says both the revised Strategic Law and Reform of Local Government Act will be brought to Cabinet soon. The passage of both pieces of legislation is critical to implementing local government reform.
We have had to review some aspects. For example, we have been introducing shared services because there is a realization that the capacity for certain technical services does not reside in each parish council. So we are going to look at shared services. So that will reduce the cost of administration.
Minister Arscott was speaking at the first in a series of island-wide community conferences. They have been planned by the Social Development Commission SDC to foster effective social inclusion and involve informing persons about the importance of local governance and its link with economic development. Meanwhile, individuals and members of community groups are being called upon to be more vigilant in ensuring that orderly development takes place in their communities. Local Government Minister Noel Arscott says issues like proper garbage disposal and adherence to the building code need special attention.
If you can't get a community to help the police itself, then we are not going to get the kind of economic growth that we are looking for. And it is a task, and it is not easy, but we have to find that solution.
He also made an appeal for persons to keep up with their property tax payments, pointing out that the money generated is used to fund essential services within communities. Food industry stakeholders are being urged to uphold modern safety procedures consistent with local, North American and European regulations. Minister of State for Industry, Investment and Commerce Sharon Folks-Abrams says those who need help should seek the guidance of the Bureau of Standards and the Food Storage and Prevention of Infestation Division.
The frontline unit of the Food Storage and Prevention of Infestation Division, the Inspectorate, is mandated to conduct inspection of any food which is intended to enter commerce. This includes all restaurants, warehouses, supermarkets, and ports where food is imported and exported.
The State Minister says proper labeling of products is also critical to the success of the sector.
Food retailers and food service establishments need to follow food safety principles and guidelines when preparing, handling, packaging, distributing, storing, and serving food products.
Mrs. Folks-Abrams was speaking on the weekend at the opening of the 3rd Annual International Public Health Conference at the Jamaica Conference Center in downtown Kingston. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.